Shelley Moore Capito, the first female senator from the state of West Virginia, has held the junior Senate seat for 7 years. I spoke to her about a variety of topics and found out why she opposes the Build Back Better bill and where she sees potential compromise.
You've called the Build Back Better bill reckless. Why is that?
Well, it's if you actually are true in the way you budget for the Build Back Better bill, it's $5 trillion. It's over $3 trillion of debt that would add on. We have inflation going on. We also have a lot of programs in there, the Green New Deal and other things that I think are not well thought out. It's not popular. I just think it's a reckless bill that they're trying to ram through. And I'm so pleased that it's been put on hold.
Are there parts of that bill that you do like that might be a starting point for negotiations with Democrats moving forward?
I think there are issues on that bill that we need to take a look at. The child care issue, for instance. We know that a lot of women are not in the workforce or didn't return to the workforce because of child care issues after the pandemic. Let's work together to make sure it's more affordable. Let's not create a child care program that eliminates the ability for any religious affiliated child care, which is over 50% of what we have in this country and in this state. It eliminates their ability to be able to help people with federal dollars. And so I think that we could work these things through our committees. We could work bipartisan. I'm very interested in paid maternity and paternity leave. I think that's something we need to look at for American families. Yes, there are many things in there we should look at, prescription drug costs being another.
Now, the main issue between Republicans and Democrats right now with Build Back Better, is it a monetary issue primarily, or is it an idea issue, fundamentally what is in the bill?
I think it's both. I think that it's a liberal wish list. It's a list of all of the things that the more liberal folks in the Congress have always been trying to get. And we usually work things bipartisan. This is strictly partisan. It's way overpriced, too much money. It raises taxes. Now, they say it only raises taxes on the millionaires and billionaires. It raises taxes on everybody. And I think that is a major problem. And then we have, let's focus on what's important. We have inflation going on, the cost of gas and other things that people are really concerned about.
Let's talk about inflation. What more can and should the federal government be doing to combat that issue?
I think we need to get our supply lines open. I mean, honestly, I went to a store the other day to look for toys for my grandchildren, and they're totally empty. We were earlier this morning at a picking up breakfast, and it said, there's only 2 people working in there. Where is everybody? We can't get people back to work. I mean, we need more people in the workforce. We need the supply lines open. And I think that we need our energy resources to be working too, because that's another thing in terms of inflation that's inflating the cost of heating our homes. That's really worrisome to folks on fixed income and others. And, we're a energy state ourselves, so we could play a big role in this.
As far as getting people back to work, what role can the federal government play in that? A lot of people saying it's simply not worth the money, worth what I'm being offered to return to get back to work.
I'm concerned about this because I don't know that there's a whole variety of reasons. People have retired early. People have retired out of the healthcare business because of the stress of the last year and a half with COVID. I think there's a whole lot of reasons why women aren't going back to work. They've realized that somebody's got to be at home for the children in case school gets canceled and somebody gets sick. And we haven't been able to work that out as well. We also need flexibility in the workplace. I think people liked some of the flexibility that working from home, working odd hours and flex hours really presented to us during the pandemic. So we need to focus on that. And I think if we do those things and do them right, I think we'll get people back into the workforce. But one of the things we're missing is confidence. We need to have the confidence that we are conquering this virus and that going back to work is not going to make us sick again. And I don't think people fully have confidence, especially with this Omicron variant moving through, that people are very concerned about that. And that weighs heavy on people.